Scholastic Audio presents Best Wishes, Book 3, Time After Time, by Sarah Mlynowski and Christina Soontornvat. Read by Sarah Sue. Are we going to get to see a diamond today? Everyone always asks about diamonds, Dad said. And yes, we do have one here today. The first diamonds were discovered in India over 2,000 years ago. Dad reached for the final box on the table, but there was no final box on the table. He said. Where did I forget? I tried to keep my face as blank as possible. Was there a diamond missing? Dad shrugged. Seems like I forgot to bring out one of the diamonds today. Not sure how I did that, sorry. But what can I tell you about our missing stone? He looked around the room, and suddenly his eyes landed on Ms. Brock. Very slowly, his face lit up, and he smiled at her. Diamonds have become a symbol of love, of marriage. You know, my daughter asked me if I was planning any life-changing events today, and I said I wasn't. Because I wasn't. But that gave me an idea. We don't need symbols to make big decisions or to make something real, now do we? Oh no, it was happening! Again! Dad got down on one knee. Everyone gasped. No, 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 no! It usually takes a little pressure and a lot of time to figure out what you want in life. But sometimes you have to just seize the moment. Karina Brock, will you make me the happiest man in the world and marry me? I couldn't believe it. I spun on my heel and ran out of the Hall of Gems and out of the museum. This time, I was smart enough to know I couldn't find my way home from downtown Fort Worth. I found a lady sitting with her baby stroller on a bench and used her phone to call Mom. Please come get me, I begged. Dad just proposed to Ms. Brock. At the museum, in front of everyone. I can't go back there. I can't. I won't. Okay, honey, calm down, Mom said. Our Mommy and Me class is finished and I can come and get you. I have to text your father and call the school. Whatever, just come. I returned the phone to the nice lady and hid around the corner until I finally saw my mom's car. The twins were screaming in their car seats in the back, so I didn't have to say much on the ride home. Instead, I just felt sad, defeated. Against all odds, I had made a wish and it had come true. I had been given a redo on the worst day of my life. But I hadn't changed a thing. My dad had still proposed to Miss Brock. I had wasted the wish. Back at my house, I picked up my sandwich and took out my iPad to text Becca and Addie to tell them what had happened. There were 3 new texts and 2 missed FaceTime calls from my dad. But the entire conversation I'd had with Becca and Addie the day before was gone. Right, because yesterday was today, and I hadn't written to them today, which meant they had no idea who I was yet. I also didn't remember their contact info. Up in my room, I looked under my bed to find the package with the notebook from Addie and the poem. There was no package. I looked at my wrist. The bracelet was still on, though. How was that possible? How was any of this possible? What was happening? Would the package still show up on my porch? If it didn't, how would I ever get in touch with Addie and Becca? I went to the porch and checked. No package. I checked again at 2, at 3, at 4, at 4:30. When had I first seen the package? It had been around 5, when I realized I had left my backpack outside. I looked over at my backpack, now casually tossed on my bed. And that's when I remembered. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Had I? No. Yes. I peeked inside my backpack, and my heart sank when I saw it. The purple box I had hidden in my backpack. The diamond was inside my backpack. I had stolen a diamond from the museum.